So, yeah, I mean, Memphis, it's interesting. I mean, I think going back to the coach, though, one of the questions that I would have, and just to get your take on it, what would you think about playing for a European guy? Do you think there's an American basketball culture? Do you think, especially, I mean, most of the NBA is a lot of black people from America. Like, do you think they'll relate to a Finnish-born Tomas? Do you think they see the game in the same way? Because I know for me, at least playing in Bosnia, it's like one of our plays was, let's get a post up for our point guard. And it's like you would never see that in America ever. So it's like obviously different levels. And this guy played in Paris and all indications is a great basketball mind. But what do you think about European culture with sports? And there seems to be at least, you know, some Canadian coaches, some European coaches. Would that make a difference? Do you think that relates to any NBA players, or what are your thoughts on that?
I think it's once again, it's a meritocracy thing. I think it's all the proof is in the pudding, and if he can coach, he can coach, he can coach. I think his guys will follow that way. Now, just in my kind of quick off of the cuff, how I'm thinking about this too, is I feel like a guy like that would have a little bit of an appreciation towards what he's coming into too. Obviously, the NBA is the tip top echelon of basketball in the world. And I think as a European coach, putting myself in his shoes, I would be like, I gotta understand that. I gotta know that coming in. Respect the culture that basketball in America has brought the world, and kind of go off of that basis right out of the jump. So I'm sure he's not a.
There's Tomas.
There he is. He's
coaching
firing the
Look at
boys
him,
up.
handsome lad. He looks young though.
He's a young, fresh coach, and sometimes, especially in game, you're not Xing and O'ing all over the place. You're simply moving a guy here, moving a guy there, but it's a lot of motivation. It's a lot of like getting the guys into the moment of the game.
Jason Tatum, great move.
I think if you can do that as a coach, especially at the NBA level, I think you could do pretty well. But I doubt that he's coming in as this like arrogant European know-it-all. He's going to change the
No, he
whole
doesn't seem like that,
feel of the team, and we're going to just start being the Finnish national team.
Right, that is the big question though, because I think European basketball is a lot more known than the NBA for team, physical, we do it together, not one guy runs the team. But
I think the
NBA is a lot different.
Yes.
Guys make $60 million a year now. Like, they run the team. Individuals have a huge say on what happens with the team and what direction they go. Hauser, open three, looks long. Bagley's got a bunch of rebounds. I didn't even know he was on Memphis, and he was getting some good minutes.
Good take.
That was, is that Scottie Pippen Jr.? Pippen Jr., he's a good player, but I don't know. I think it will be interesting to see with the European coach, just kind of, I don't know. I feel like the mindset is a little different. Like, can you get NBA players to buy in, like Ja Morant and Desmond Bane as he goes for a spin move, no foul called?
No foul.
Can you get them to buy into this is a team, this is, the way we play is about culture, and I feel like those are more prevalent in the European game, like Paris basketball,
Sure.
in the EuroLeague, where he coached. Like, I don't know, I think it's slightly different. Of course, there's more spacing in the NBA game, wider courts, a lot more skilled offensive players that kind of want to do their own thing, and as the game gets closer, they want to go isolation and prove that they can score. So
the European game definitely has those more set-looking sets. We were talking, I think, a little earlier about the sets in basketball and how sometimes a criticism of the NBA could be these guys don't run plays. It doesn't